I'm John Marshall, National Sales Manager for StopTech, and I'm here at Motovicity to answer your questions about StopTech and Centric parts. The benefits of crowd treating rotors essentially is to extend the life of the rotor. We do this process in-house. We have a crowd treating machine in our facility in City of Industry. And it's a unique process. It takes about 23 hours, and it takes a rotor, starts at room temperature, goes down to negative 300 degrees Fahrenheit, cycles it back up to room temperature, goes to positive 300 degrees Fahrenheit, and again, we cycle that 3 times. So what it does is it takes the residual stress that's found in the disc and evenly spreads it out across that surface area, and again, making a longer lasting disc that's more durable under high heat applications. Well, the differences between a slotted rotor and a drilled rotor, obviously apart from the aesthetics, they're both there to create an area for gassing to be removed and to create a cooler running rotor. The disadvantage that you can often see with drilled rotors on street applications that go into an abusive environment is they're more susceptible to cracking, which is why in professional race teams you often see slotted rotors being used. Normal driving, even on performance cars with a drilled rotor, you're not going to have those issues, but certainly they're more susceptible to cracking. If you think about it, you have a casting, you're drilling a hole through it, so where's the weak spot created? And even more so with a drilled and slotted rotor. You're taking, again, a blank casting, you're putting holes through it, and you're adding a slot to it. So there's a place for each of those rotors. The drilled and slotted rotor is perfect for that appearance type customer, but we would never recommend that one in a race environment. Recently, we've decided to drop the Power Slot brand name for our slotted rotors and put them under StopTech. StopTech already had a drilled rotor and a drilled and slotted rotor. So to reduce confusion in the marketplace, we decided to take our slotted rotor, which again was branded Power Slot, and put it under the StopTech brand name. So now under StopTech, the family of rotors, which we call sport rotors, again, are a slotted rotor, a drilled rotor, and a drilled and slotted rotor, all under the StopTech brand name. Well, let me tell you a little bit about the StopTech Street Performance Pad, the features and benefits. The pad is it's a positive mold pad, like all OE pads. It's a scorch pad, which is also an OE process. We do the scorching in-house, and that takes the pad, it burns the initial layer off, the gases off, so it drastically reduces any bed-in process. It's fully shimmed, it has an OE-style backing plate, and the unique thing about this pad is it uses a material called para-aramid. It's a fibrous type material, and it allows it to have a very high maximum operating temperature, about 1300 degrees Fahrenheit. So the pad is ideally suited for someone who has a performance type car and also does the occasional track day events. They can do that without switching out the pad. Let me tell you a little bit about brake judder. Brake judder is caused by uneven layers of friction deposits on the rotor surface. And what happens when you go to brake, your caliper's clamping down on your rotor and you're feeling these uneven layers. So you feel this brake judder. The rotor is not warped. What's happened is either the pad wasn't bedded in properly or it was driven too aggressively for the compound you have, and you're literally a burning material into that rotor surface, causing this uneven layer, again creating this brake judder. The best way to prevent brake judder is first install the pads properly. That's key, making sure all the surfaces are clean, making sure the hubs are clean. So that's key. The installation of it is key to reduce that. The second thing is, if the pad does require a bed-in, to follow that bed-in to a T. That'll also allow that transfer layer to evenly be deposited onto the rotor surface and not having that hot spot build up. Well, the relationship with Motovicity and StopTech has been fantastic. We've worked with them for many years. And I think one of the key aspects is StopTech is an enthusiast-owned company, and the people we work with at Motovicity are enthusiasts. So the passion is there immediately for performance. The communication we have with Motovicity is also critical. They give us feedback on our product, what it's doing. We provide feedback to them, and we really work together on programs that are beneficial to the installer and jobbers. So that's a huge benefit of working with Motovicity is that communication.